popped that front wheel up is a combination of three things. It's giving it some gas, letting go of the clutch, and doing that movement like arm, hip, shoulder movement, like trying to lift that front wheel like this. If all you do for a half hour is that, letting go of the clutch, throttle, and this, you'll get that technique down perfectly. Hi there. So yeah, don't panic. If you got that TTR, it's a pretty good sound as well. Okay, so let's get some wheelies down. Okay, what you want to do with that, I learned in second gear. This first gear is just too slow and too aggressive. You won't learn anything on the first gear. So stick it in second gear and just do this, literally just this. Give it some gas, let go of the clutch to have a feel of the power, and like this. You know what I mean? Just do that like 5 or 6 times so you get a feel of that clutch and throttle. The next thing you're gonna want to do is add that hip versus arm movement to get that front wheel just a little bit higher than you did just doing this. So you want to do this. See, you barely have to give it any gas. Like, the engine is not revving like crazy, so you don't need much power to lift it as long as the timing is right between clutch, throttle, and hips. Okay, so that's the second thing, the second level, let's say. Level 3 is to get that front wheel high enough so that you bring it back down with the rear brake, so that when you come to a point where you're too far backwards, you won't even think about the rear brake. It'll just come automatically and it will save you from a lot of crashes. Let me turn around quickly. Like, be aggressive on that rear brake. That's what you want to do. Look, see, you know what I mean? Like, you raise that front wheel and just step on that rear brake so that your brain gets used to that. Oh, if I want to go frontwards, I have to use that right foot on that brake. That's what you want, like muscle memory. So just do that like 10, 15, 30 times. I just want you to use that rear brake, right foot, encrypted in your brain. Then once you're comfortable with that rear brake on your right foot and it's sort of become muscle memory, you don't have to think about it, then you can start to hold it as long as possible. One thing I would do is always start, like, I don't know, like on the same spot. Maybe you can put an object or a line or whatever, start from there and try and go further every single time. And that's pretty much it. And I like my wheelies on with this bike. I think the easiest is third gear. Like, even going really slowly, like, it looks like I'm about to stall. You know what I mean? Like, I can feel the engine. Like, give it some gas and you will lift it. This is why the TTR is amazing for wheelies. Look. Like, you don't need much power to lift it. It's all about clutch, throttle, and this. And most importantly, you just have to have fun. Like, if you can go with a, hi there, if you can go with a friend, brother, your mom, your sister, I came with my brother the first time. He followed me on his bicycle and he was filming me, and then I was looking at the footage and understanding my mistakes. So yeah, that's it.